I am now in the place where you can get personalised videos from all of your favourite celebrities, content creators, and podcasters like me. If there is someone you want a personalised message for, a personalised shout out, a birthday message, or just something funny, search for Darren Reese Football for Kids on the Cameo app now.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
Welcome to the Football for Kids podcast with me, Darren Reese. It's time for another episode of Kids vs Adults. So get ready for Series 3, Episode 5. And in our first game, we're off to Scotland to see Rich and Alex, a couple of Dundee fans.
My name is Alex and I am 9 years old. The football team that I support is Dundee United.
You're a Dundee fan. That's a good side to support. And who will you be playing against today, Alex?
My dad, Rich.
Your dad, Rich.
I am also a Dundee United fan.
Dundee United fan. Right, well, Alex, you know how this game works, and you know that there is a forfeit involved for the loser, which may be why your dad, Rich, has gone a funny colour when we started this game. I'm not too sure. So, Alex, if you do win today, what is the forfeit for your dad, Rich?
He has to buy me a box of football cards, but if I win and he gets, let's say, 2 wrong, he has to buy me a +2 box of football cards.
Oh, okay. So there's some terms and conditions attached to this. Blimey. And you signed up for this, did you, Rich?
Kind of.
Okay, well, listen, in the recordings I've done so far, and I've done quite a few, there has been quite a few adults who have come through and been victorious. Let's say you win today, Rich. What is the forfeit for Alex?
Well, Alex will, if he loses today, when Alex loses today, he'll have to eat 1 Brussels sprout with his evening meal for a month.
And how do you feel about that one, Alex?
I know, for his love for Brussels sprouts.
He just made that one right there. He's not thought about anything
Yes,
else.
I have.
Okay, right, well, let's see who's going to be today's winner in this episode, shall we? Listen, Alex, you are the kid in Football for Kids, Kids versus Adults. So you get to choose who goes first. It really doesn't matter who goes first. The questions are just as hard as easy as each
I'll
other.
go second.
You want to go second? Okay, cool. Right, Rich, you're up first. Get ready. In between playing for Birmingham City and Real Madrid, which team did Jude Bellingham play for? Was it A, Borussia Dortmund? Was it B, Atletico Madrid? Or was it C, Wolfsburg?
I'm going to say A, Borussia Dortmund.
You're going for A, Borussia Dortmund. Okay, and Alex, do you think he's got that one right?
Yeah. I know because I saw a match of the day.
Yeah, no, he's got it right. He's 1-0 up at the moment, but you haven't answered a question. So let's see if we can make it 1-1, shall we? In 2024, hundreds of millions of people Googled for footballers. So they searched for footballers. But which one of these do you think was the most Googled? And we're talking about last year, 2024. Who was the most Googled footballer? Was it A, Lamine Yamal? Was it B, Lionel Messi? Or was it C, Cristiano Ronaldo?
I think C, Cristiano Ronaldo.
You think it's C, Cristiano Ronaldo? Well, I can tell you that all of those were Googled a lot, millions and millions and millions of times. But the one who stood out more than the others in the search results and the most Googled player of 2024 was A, Lamine Yamal.
Wait.
Yeah. And I'm going to guess it's something to do with the Euros, the 2024 Euros, and him being 17 years old and playing for his country and scoring. Okay, Rich, we're back to you. Don't you worry, Alex. You've got plenty of opportunity to get yourself back in the game. In the 2004 to 2005 season, Chelsea were crowned champions, and they set a record for the fewest amount of goals conceded. That record still stands today. But how many goals did they concede in that season to make that record? Was it A, just the 15 goals? Was it B, 25 goals? Or was it C, 35 goals?
35's too much. 15's not enough. I'm going to say 25, so B, 25.
Okay, you are going for B25. Did they concede that many goals in that season? The actual amount which they conceded in that season was A, 15.
15? No way.
Just 15. That was one hell of a season for Chelsea that year. In the 2023-24 season, a team that was relegated set the record for the worst goal difference in Premier League history, with a goal difference of minus 69. But which team was it? Was it A, Luton Town? Was it B, Burnley? Or was it C, Sheffield United?
I think Sheffield United. C.
You think it was Sheffield United? C, Sheffield United. They had an awful season, didn't they? And they did get relegated. They were terrible last season. But did they set the record for the worst goal difference in Premier League history? Yes, they did. You are correct.
Well done.
So, scores on the doors after 2 questions each is 1-1. Are we in agreement with that?
Yeah.
Last season, the season of 2023-24, a Premier League team set a new record for receiving the most amount of yellow cards in one season. This team received 105 yellow cards. But which team was it? Was it Sheffield United again? Was it B, Luton Town? Or was it C, Chelsea?
Oh, that's a tricky one. I'm going to say Sheffield United again. Yeah.
You're going Sheffield United. What's your theory? You're thinking they were really frustrated and just hacking players down?
Yeah. I don't think Luton were that. I don't think Luton were a particularly dirty team. I think maybe Sheffield United were.
Okay, he's gone for Sheffield United. Well, I would have gone exactly with that theory, and if it was me answering the question, we would have both been wrong because it was C, Chelsea.
Chelsea. Oh.
Tottenham Hotspurs now have one of the most magnificent stadiums in football, which was completed in just 2019. While their new stadium was being built, which stadium did they generally play their home games in? Did they play their home games in A, Arsenal's Emirates Stadium? Was it B, the London Stadium where West Ham play? Or was it C, Wembley Stadium?
I think B.
You think B, London Stadium?
No, I think it's A because they're a much smaller team than Tottenham.
So which one are we going for? Are we going for B or C? C.
A.
You going for A? Okay. You're going for A. Okay, well, I can tell you that while that magnificent stadium was being built, the stadium which they used for the majority of their games, if not all of them, was actually C, Wembley Stadium. But after 3 questions each, it's still 1-1. Which one of these footballers has the most amount of appearances as a Premier League player? Is it A, David James, aka the goalkeeper? Is it B, Gareth Barry, the midfielder? Or is it C, James Milner?
I know this because I got it in one of my football quiz questions.
Oh,
I'm going to go James Milner.
it's a tough one, and it's definitely between James Milner and Gareth Barry. And I can tell you that James Milner is the incorrect answer. It's Gareth Barry. Gareth Barry made 653 appearances. Right, if you get this one right, Alex, you are going to take the lead, okay? Okay, here we go then, Alex. Get yourself ready. Tuned in. Football brain turned on. Kenny Dalglish was both a player and a manager at the same time for Liverpool at one point. Is that true or is it false?
I know he was a player manager for one team, but I'm not particularly sure that it was Liverpool, so I'm going to say true.
You're going to go true. Okay, well, I can tell you that Kenny Dalglish at some point was a player manager for Liverpool. So you are correct, which means that you have taken the lead as we go into our 5th and final question.
Oh, pressure.
If you get this wrong,
If you get this wrong, Rich, then Alex has won. Football brain turned on. Your 5th and final question is this. Last season, Erling Haaland won the Golden Boot in the Premier League with 27 goals. Which one of these players came second with 22 goals? Was it A, Alexander Isak? Was it B, Cole Palmer? Or was it C, Dominic Solanke?
Cole Palmer, B.
He is going for B, Cole Palmer. Was Cole that cold? Did he score those 22 goals? If you get it right, you're still in the game. Just. If you get it wrong, then Alex is going to be victorious and he's going to do a celebration. But not yet, because you are correct, Rich.
yes.
It was Cole Palmer.
If I won, I won by 1.
You get this one, though.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, here we go, Alex. This is your 5th and final question. And if you get it right, you win. If you don't, then we go to the bonus question. But I'll explain more about that when we get there, if we get there. Your 5th and final question is this. Last season, the 23-24 season, which one of these players registered the most amount of assists? Was it A, Cole Palmer? Was it B, Ollie Watkins? Or was it C, Mighty Mo Salah?
I know Cole Palmer got a lot, because I watched some of the games and he was doing really well. So I say Cole Palmer.
You're going for Cole Palmer. If you're right, you win. If you're wrong, we go to the bonus question. I can tell you that last season, the player who registered the most amount of assists in the Premier League was Ollie Watkins.
Bonus question.
Which means we go to the bonus question. Okay, so for our listeners' sake, this is how the bonus question works. Is I will read a question. You don't get any multiple choices, anything like that. You've just got to have a guess. at the number, and the closest person to the number, to the actual answer, will win. Scottish player Andy Robertson has how many caps for his country of Scotland?
Do you know this?
Don't know. An idea.
So do I.
I think he's got 65.
Oh, he's going for 65. Okay.
65. Yeah. You go
Alex, 65. Are you going to
I'll
go lower or higher?
go for 66.
Strategic. I love it.
Sneaky.
66. Wow, that is very sneaky. I like your style as well. Right, the person who gets this right wins. Now, before I reveal the answer, can you just quickly remind our listeners of what the forfeit is for each person?
So yeah, when Alex loses, he's to eat a Brussels sprout with every evening meal for a month.
And Alex?
If I win, he has to buy me a box of football cards.
Box of football cards. Are those football cards coming in? Well, let me reread the question, which is Scottish player Andy Robertson has how many caps for his country of Scotland? He's played for the senior side for quite some time. Your dad, Rich, guessed 65. You were very, very strategic, and you went 66. Were you the right side of that number, or were you the wrong side of that number? Well, I can tell you that the actual number of caps which Andy Robertson has is 80.
Yes.
Which means, Alex, you are the winner.
Yes.
Well done.
That was a close game, wasn't it?
That was very close. Andy
Very.
Robertson. Yeah.
Alex, you did tremendous. Now, before we go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
My friends and students at my school, Eagleton Primary, and my friends outside it.
Football team.
Yeah, and my football team, St Cadix.
Well, what a game that was. Congratulations to you, Alex. You were fantastic, and I thought you did brilliantly. Commiserations to your dad, Rich. Right then, from Rich and Alex, let's go and see Harry and Michael. Before we do that, let's have a quick ad break to keep the podcast going and flowing.
At Great Wolf Lodge, there's adventure for the whole family. You and your pack can splash away in the indoor water park where it's always 84 degrees. There's a wave pool, a lazy river, and a bunch of massive water slides, including ones your family can all enjoy together. They even have adventure-packed attractions, from the Northern Lights Arcade to delicious dining, and you can't miss the nightly family dance parties. With 23 lodges across the country, you're always only a short drive away from adventure. So bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Learn more at greatwolf.com, greatwolf.com, and strengthen the pack.
I'm called Harry. I'm 8 and I support Newcastle United.
Newcastle, wow. And whereabouts whereabouts do you live, Harry? Not necessarily your street, but what area are you from?
Gosworth.
Oh, and I believe that's the same place Alan Shearer was born, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, they got some footballing there. And Harry, who are you going to be playing against today?
My dad.
Your dad. Has your dad got a name?
Yeah.
Go on then,
Is it Michael by any chance?
Yes.
See, I'm good at this, aren't I?
Yeah.
And so I support Newcastle as well.
Harry, you know how this works. You listen to the podcast, you've listened to Kids versus Adults, and you will know that there are forfeits involved in this Kids versus Adults. Now, if you win today, what is the forfeit for your dad, Michael?
On Saturday, I'll get a yes day.
Oh, and can you just explain to our listeners who might not know what that means,
So, you get a day where you can ask your parents anything you want and they have to say yes.
And has your dad signed up to this, is he?
Yeah.
Wow. And what sort of things do you think, if you win and you get your yes, you might be asking for on Saturday?
A lot more of FC25.
I like your style. Good going. But listen, a few parents have won so far in the recording of this Kids vs Adult series, so don't get your hopes up too soon. Now, Michael, you may come away victorious, and if you do, what is the forfeit for Harry?
So if I win, Harry has to do a full week of whatever chores his mum asks him to do.
And Harry, what would be the worst chore that you get asked to do?
Probably hoovering the floor.
Hoovering. You don't want to be doing any hoovering, do you? No. Well, let's see how you get on then. Right, Harry, the Newcastle United fan from the same place as Alan Shearer, your first question is this. Goalkeeper David Raya was both born in Barcelona and played for them as a senior player. Is that true or is that false?
I think it's going to be false.
You think that's going to be false? Well, I can tell you that you have got your first question correct.
Yes.
He was born in Barcelona, was David Raya, but he hasn't played for them. So, not yet anyway. It may be something in the future. Right, it is 1-0 to Harry. Come on, Michael, you've got this.
Not a good
Your
start
first
for that,
question.
is
Your first question, Michael, is Gary Neville had a brother who played football with him both at England and at Manchester United. But what is his name? Is it Peter Neville? Is it Bobby Neville? Or is it C, Phil Neville?
I think it is C, Phil Neville.
He is going for C, Phil Neville, and it is 1-1 because you are correct.
1-1.
William Saliba, who is best known for wearing the Arsenal jersey, is of what nationality? Is he A, Belgian? Is he B, French? Or is he C, German?
I think he's French.
You think he's French? He's gone for French. And I tell you what, this kid's got some knowledge because he's right. He's got both of them right. William Saliba is French. Well done. Alexis McAllister plays for Liverpool. But what nationality is he? Is he A, Scottish, B, American, or C, Argentinian?
I think, even though he sounds Scottish, he is Argentinian.
I thought you might have been tripped up on that one. You're not, because you're right, and it goes to 2-2. He is Argentinian. I couldn't believe it the first time I heard that. When I heard the name McAllister, I thought he's definitely Scottish. He's got to be, hasn't he?
He's
And he's
got
not.
a brother who plays football as well.
It is 2-2.
Yeah, that's correct. Right, Harry, we're back to you for your third question. Bernardo Silva has become a bit of a Manchester City legend and has racked up over 250 games for the side. But which team did he join them from? Was it A, Tottenham? Was it B, Monaco? Or was it C, Sporting Lisbon? It's not an easy one, is it?
I'm going to go for Monaco.
You are going to go for Monaco. Did I doubt him in my head for a mini second? Maybe I did, but I shouldn't have, because once again, he is correct.
3 out of 3. My work cut out today.
That's another tough question. Paolo Maldini is an Italian footballing legend and a one-club player. At this club, he played well over 900 games for them. Which club was it, though? Was it A, Inter Milan? Was it B, AC Milan? Or was it C, Juventus?
It was B, AC Milan.
He's going for B, AC Milan, and we've got a tight game on our hands because that makes it 3 out of 3 because you are correct.
3-3.
3-3 at 3 questions each. We've got some good football quizzes here. Really good. Okay. Cucurella has become a bit of a well-known figure in the Premier League. One for his big frizzy hair, but also for his play at both Brighton and Chelsea. But which one of these teams did he kick his career off at first as a senior player? So which team did he start off as a senior player, basically? Was his first ever team Athletic Bilbao? Was it B, Ajax? Or was it C, FC Barcelona?
Tough one. Don't think I know the answer to that one.
I'm going to go for Barcelona.
You are going for Barcelona. Has Harry got 4 out of 4? Oh no, Harry, I can tell you on this occasion, you're correct.
Oh, 4 out of 4. I'm glad you got that one because I would have guessed the first answer.
So Cucurella, he was in the Barcelona B team, and then he was a part of the senior team. But as far as the records go, it doesn't show he's got any official appearances to his name at Barcelona. But he was certainly on their books. Okay, right, Michael, we are over to you for your 4th question. Do you reckon he's going to slip up here, Harry?
No.
Spain are 4 times Euro winners as a nation. They first won the competition in 1964, and then again in 2008, and then again in 2012. But what was the year they won it last? Was it A, 2020? Was it B, 2022? Or was it C, 2024?
I'm trying to remember who won it last year.
I know who won.
You know it?
Yeah.
I'll go
Don't give him any clues.
C, 2024.
He's gone for
Lamine
C,
Yamal.
2024. Yep, and you are correct. And of course, it's when they knocked England out of the competition, this time in the final. Your question, Harry, is this. Which one of these players is the oldest? Is it A, Cody Gakpo? Is it B, Kai Havertz? Or is it C, Ivan Toney?
I'm going to say Kai Havertz.
You are going for Kai Havertz. Is he correct? Did he get 5 out of 5? Well, I can tell you that Cody Gakpo is 25 years old. I can tell you that Ivan Toney is 28 years old. But Kai Havertz is 25 years old as well, which means that you're incorrect on that one.
I was going to
So
say.
if your dad gets this one right, then he's won.
Pressure's on.
The pressure is on. And before he answers it, Harry, can you just remind us what happens if he does get it right?
I have to do whatever chores my mum asked me to for a week.
Oh, for a whole week, all that hoovering. Oh, no. Well, let's see if he gets it
Oh,
right.
not washing the dog.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, the 10th and final question is this. Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi are the all-time top goal scorers in the Champions League. But who is 3rd place in the records? Is it A, Robert Lewandowski? Is it B, Karim Benzema? Or is it C, Thomas Muller?
Oh, they've all scored lots of goals in the Champions League. I'll go for C, Thomas Muller.
He's going for C, Thomas Muller. If he's right, then there's going to be some serious hoovering going down, and the dog is going to be washed. I can tell you that third place in Champions League history in terms of all-time top goal scorers is Robert Lewandowski. Which means we're back to a draw. So after 5 questions, it's 4-4. In the 2017 to 2018 season, Manchester City broke the Premier League record for the most amount of goals scored in one season. How many goals did they score?
How many goals in a season was the most ever? What do you think?
I'm going to say over 50.
Well, you have to give an actual number. It's probably quite high.
65 and over.
65, okay. Right, you're going 65. What about you, Michael?
I'll go 60.
Right, Harry, you have gone 65. Michael, you've gone 60. Those answers have now been locked in. They cannot be changed. So, just to reread the question quickly, in the 2017 to 2018 season, Manchester City broke the Premier League record for the most amount of goals scored in one season. How many goals was it? Well, I can tell you the amount of goals which they scored in that season was 106, which means, Harry, you are the winner.
No.
So, Harry, what is your dad's forfeit? Can you just remind us?
So on Saturday, my mum and dad have to answer one of my questions with yes every time I ask them something.
Well, that sounds like an absolute brilliant prize. And well done to both of you, because getting 4 out of 5 in those questions is very, very good. And you are the only 2 to have done that so far. That is going to take some beating. And you've probably worked out that the questions have got harder in this series because so many people were getting so many right in the last couple. So really well done. Now, before I go and before you go, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to in terms of your football team or school friends?
To my football team, Heaton Stannington, to James, Jacob, Aldous, Hamish, Daniel, and Theo, and Otis and Calvin, and my coaches, Phil, Kobe, and Carl.
And anyone with missed up by any.
Well, very well done to Harry, who played a marvellous game there, and commiserations to Michael. You just didn't have the luck on your side this time round, but hey, better luck next time. Anyway, that's all we got time for in this episode, so remember, if you know somebody who loves football just as much as you do, then please tell them about Football for Kids. And whether you're playing football soon, watching it on the telly, or pitch side, I hope that you enjoy the game. See you next time.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.